I am Kevin, and welcome to today's live stream. Today, we're going to look at some Bitcoin market analysis, crypto market analysis, news and events, including Van Eck and 21 shares filed for Solana ETF. The SAB Bill 121, which was vetoed by President Biden, that a lot of people think would have been beneficial for the crypto industry. And we're also going to discuss how the House and the Senate may override the presidential veto. A little civics lesson for you here. Next, we're going to look at CeFi hacks. Since yesterday, we uploaded a video about DeFi hacks. And then I also want to take some time to give everyone an overview of lookintobitcoin.com. Let's get started. Looking at the Bitcoin chart, and yes, I know this looks a lot like a waffle, but I wanted to have a discussion about the bull market support band and Bitcoin's RSI, or excuse me, stochastic RSI on our weekly chart. Stochastic RSI shows us momentum in the market. So your stochastic RSI is going to show whether we're kind of in a bullish market trend or a bearish market trend. Let's keep it simple. If you look at the stochastic RSI, where the blue line here crosses the orange line, that's usually showing us that momentum is changing to the positive. Okay, momentum is changing to the positive. If you look at where I've stuck 3 horizontal lines on the chart, here you can see the blue stochastic RSI crossing the orange, and as you can see, market go up. You look at the second one, which is approximately February 5th. It hits on this candle, this weekly candle. Again, market go way up. This, by the way, that second one was all the way from 48,000, to 73 grand. It was a massive move. Although the stochastic RSI a lot of times can't tell us the amount of the momentum coming into the market, it can give us an idea of the trend coming into the market, and that can be very beneficial to your investing, whether long-term or short-term. Looking at the Bitcoin weekly chart, we are within this channel since February between approximately 50,500 and just under 73,000. To me, this is a sideways market. Now, there is a possibility we can continue moving down to the 50K region. I hope that we don't break the 50K region, because there's not a whole lot of support till we get down to about 42,000 on the chart, on the weekly. On that note, I also wanted to look at a second indicator today during our live stream, and that is the bull market support band, which basically is just the simple moving average and the exponential moving average. Looking at the bull market support band, we broke through the bull market support band the week of June 17th. And it's been that way ever since. Actually, it probably occurred a little bit earlier than that, because these are weekly candles, but you get the idea. I don't believe that the bull trend is going to come back into the market until we break through the bull market support band and then use the bull market support band as support. Now, once we do, it's off to the races. So I'm heavily watching this 72, 73,000 region between now and the fourth quarter of this year. And I'm also taking a very close look at this point in time at the 50K region, because if we break support there, I'm worried we could make our way down into the lower 40s, which would be a great buy-in opportunity, but my altcoins are going to bleed terribly if we were to do that. Again, that's why one of our rules is stick with high conviction plays. Next, I wanted to take a look at total two today. The total two market cap is everything within the cryptocurrency market, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. That would be total three, including everything minus just Bitcoin. Looking at the total market cap on the weekly, and if you've noticed today, I'm mainly looking at the weekly charts. Daily charts can give good information in the short term. Hourly charts sometimes can give good information on the day, but if you really want to look at your market trends, you have to look out farther on the charts. That's why the chart I use the most is probably the weekly, even though I look at others. I have the same two indicators open on my chart, the bull market support band in trading view, and also the stochastic RSI right here. The total two market cap right now is at 935 billion. As you can see, it's a good chance lower off the bull market support band than just Bitcoin, but this is Ethereum and really the total altcoin market and Ethereum. We are beginning to work through this channel between just around $750 billion of market cap and $1.2 trillion of market cap. And I believe we'll continue to stay within this channel probably throughout the summer, possibly into the fall, but we're just going to have to keep an eye on this one, because understand that these are predictions. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a trained or certified stock analyst by any means, but I do know how to look at charts. I do know how to check trends, and I do know how to make educated guesses. A lot of good investing decisions is risk management. And that means looking at what you're going to put in a position, how much you're willing to lose, how much you're willing to risk to gain. And usually within the markets, the more risk you take, the more gains you can get. So looking at, again, the total two, once we break through this $1.2 trillion, or really just $1.2 trillion, I will feel much more comfortable with my altcoin positions. Not to say they're not going to show gains in the meantime, although with the trend, and I'm going to switch this to the daily, and we're down even more on the daily over the last few days. This does concern me with some of my altcoin positions. I'm currently trying to I'm currently focusing only on large cap alts, mid cap high conviction plays, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'll make another video at a later date or another live stream where I actually get into some of these positions. But to move forth, I want to take a minute to look at some of the news today. And the big story of the day is Van Eck and Solana, Van Eck and 21 shares are confirmed in a CBOE filing for a Solana ETF. This is exciting. It's exciting for me. It's exciting for my Solana bags, but that's why this is one of my high conviction plays. I believe that the institutions are going to pile into Solana over time, and this is going to be one that'll run this bull market, maybe not as well as it did last run, which was kind of manipulate it, let's say, by the FTX and Alameda research scandal. I'm comfortable in my Solana holding and what they're trying to produce in their ecosystem and what the future may hold for them. So I'm willing to take that risk. Our second story of the day is about the House vote on the first standalone crypto bill. Now, this bill was already passed onto President Biden's desk not too long back, but Biden vetoed this bill. Who knows? Possibly because he listens to Elizabeth Warren too much. This is not good for the crypto space. This is not good for innovation. And the Democrats have shown that they really haven't been that supportive of the crypto market. And here I am speaking, sounding like a Republican, and I am an independent. If anything, I'd be more libertarian than anything. Well, looks like I'm having me some company. My dog Stella has come into the room and wants to hang out with us for a bit. Hey, girl. Let's take a look at some of the details within this bill. A lot of this has to do with the banking system and custodying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. A lot of banks want to be able to offer, a lot of American banks want to offer services where they could custody customers' cryptocurrencies. And this bill was to help protect it. It was vetoed by the president. Now there's a lot more within the bill. And down the line, I might make a video on this to go into detail of what's in the SAB 121 bill. But it is very remarkable that they are discussing overturning Biden's veto. And to do this, a little bit of government lesson here today, is they will need a 2/3 Congress majority. That means a 2/3 vote in the House and a 2/3 vote in the Senate to override President Biden's veto, which I hope they do. Next on our list for news stories, this one really gets into part of the reason that I got interested in crypto to begin with. During the last bull run in 2020, before I got my butt handed to me during the bull market, it happens to the best of us. And if you are new to the crypto market, it's going to happen to you too. It's just a fact of life. But I remember reading an article about some individuals, some villagers in an African nation. At this point, I couldn't tell you the name. And they were using the Cardano network to fight inflation within the currency or the monies they were using within their society. And this article sparked my interest this morning because it talked about how crypto adoption in Argentina has soared 276% this year. And this is strictly on the Binance exchange. What's interesting is a lot of them are using crypto to fight the terrible inflation within Argentina. Actually, I would like to make a correction there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean 276% of crypto adoption increase, but 276 inflation spike within the Argentina currency that caused them to invest more in cryptocurrency. What's interesting about this article is that they are buying spot USDT. This is kind of the crypto way of them of buying U.S. bonds or buying into a U.S. money market. This is a hedge against Argentinian inflation. And that is one of the amazing features of Bitcoin, is that it has a limited supply of 21 million Bitcoin. Tons of them have been lost either through people's deaths, mishandling of their private keys, or they just lost their hardware wallets or lost the computers that were storing their keys. Um, what what this means is that the market can't inflate, not the Bitcoin market anyway, and they're not investing their money even into Bitcoin. They're just using stable coins to peg to the US dollar because they know that the US dollar is stronger than their own currency. And what I'm saying is, I personally believe that Bitcoin is going to end up being stronger than the US dollar in the future. Next, for our fourth article today. Yesterday, I kind of looked into $1.2 billion worth of DeFi hacks. This article that will be in the description below. Please, just because you're on a centralized platform doesn't make it safer than a DeFi platform. In fact, many times a CeFi platform can be even more dangerous. They've had an extra $0.2 billion, $200 million of hacks through CeFi accounts. Many of these are through phishing attacks, spam messages, people not being careful with their private keys, or excuse me, their not their private keys with a CeFi account, but their pass keys or their passwords. We'll be coming out. I'll be coming out with a video that specifically looks at crypto safety and DeFi safety in the near future. So I wanted to get now into how can we protect ourselves in this market. Well, one thing that I like to use, and I have a link in the description below, it is an affiliate link, but if you like to make a purchase, it would support this channel, is the Tangem hardware wallet. It's one of the most secure, one of the easiest to use. I have 3 of them myself, one that I use for Bitcoin storage only, another I use for Ethereum and altcoin storage, and then a third one that I use to actually plug into DeFi platforms for providing liquidity, lending, even staking. But if you're interested, there's a link in the description below. I'd appreciate it if you use it to support our channel.